we should mention is the ray tracing.
Yeah, that's the next-gen feature.
Yes, so for the PC we have the ray trace global illumination. So the visual fidelity is amazing. It replaced the old PBR that we had. We also have the ambient occlusion, the ray tracing ambient occlusion again, really good. But we have other stuff. We have, of course, we integrated the FSR2 and we have the DLSS. We have also dynamic resolution scaling. And we have also a very nice new SSR, screen space reflection, because before it was only for the water, but now it's for everything. So I hope that it will.
Oh, shiny
awesome.
armor! I can feel
yes.
that.
Okay, so combined in photo mode.
Oh, yes. So now you can showcase the beauty of The Witcher 3 in the photo mode. And we know that you already were taking amazing screenshots from The Witcher 3, but we wanted to give you a little help, so we implemented a photo mode into the game. You have some options to, stop Geralt, stop the scene, and play a little bit with the settings, maybe give it a little bit of different mood, change the angle, something like that. So yeah, I think you're gonna be able to create some really amazing shots, and really can't wait to see what you do, because we know from Cyberpunk that you guys are like breathtaking with that. And with The Witcher, I think you can also create something amazing. So can't wait for December 14th, seriously. Internet's gonna be flooded with screenshots.
Twitter, Witcher everywhere, literally.
Yes, for sure. We do love our photo mode contests, so keep your eyes open for something on The Witcher.
Okay, so photo mode, awesome stuff. But we also have...
We decided to make it a full feature, so you can choose to have a new alternative camera mode that is much closer to Geralt. We of course know that people want to have their control, so it works when you're exploring.
We did. We're like, this is great. Like, well, holy hell. We want that.
Yeah, the angles, how you can walk through the crowd. It feels a bit different. I like it.
Yeah, for me, my favorite is like the horse camera. That you can see that friendship between Geralt and Roach is like the dynamic duo. So like that's gonna be my choice for sure. But yeah, the camera looks pretty cool, and I think a lot of people will I actually like it and enjoy playing it. Okay, so we covered PC parts. Right now, maybe let's jump to the next gen.
Okay, moving to consoles.
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
60 FPS and 30 FPS.
Mm-hmm. Well, and additionally, if you play on your PlayStation 5 or the Xbox Series X and S, a lot of those other improvements.
But also there's something specific for PS5 players. This really nice controller that they have. So we added haptic feedback and
Adaptive triggers.
Adaptive triggers, yes, exactly.
Do we have anything specific connected to adaptive triggers made?
Well, I mean, I think the thing you notice the most is, of course, in combat. So, when you do your signs, when the sword hits the enemy or hits another sword, you can actually now feel the impact, because, it's done with the sound waves of the actual sound. So you do have a bit of more now, both on controller and on keyboard. Essentially, you do not ever have to go to that radial menu again if you activate that mode. So instead of pressing, let's say, on the controller R2 to cast, you now hold it, and then all the face buttons or L2 become your signs. So A is art, L2 is igni. So essentially, you can just jump around doing your different signs however you want without having to pause the game. So it's a bit more of an advanced feature, because now you have to use 2 buttons instead of 1, essentially. So it is, of course, as with the camera, it's a choice that you can activate. And of course, there's also a tutorial for how to use it. But personally, as someone who plays the game a lot, especially if you have a sign build, I would never want to go back again.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So this is only a map filter default. You can also switch over to the filter all, and then you have all of those icons there. So, it's not that we're getting rid of it. It's very much that if you prefer to find these things organically, I think this mode is for you.
I really love how with all of the features that we're talking about, we give a player a choice. Yeah. So yes, this is amazing. They can actually, if you liked what was already there, feel free to keep it. If you want to try something new, try it.
Yeah, and that's very much the idea behind this whole next gen edition, which is, if you really love The Witcher and you know the game, this shouldn't now feel like a different game. This should be the game that you love,
still the same
that you like
amazing
to play.
Experience, yes.
Exactly, and even with the ray tracing, it looks like the game in your dreams, that that you remember how it looked like, and when you compare it, the difference is really staggering.
So, for example, in this update, we are giving you some additional modes for Geralt to walk. So on a controller. So if you push the stick very lightly, he's gonna walk slowly, and if you tap it, he's gonna sprint.
So it's actually also an option again, where in the vanilla game you press your A button on the controller to sprint, but also actually lots of other games people prefer that
on the stick.
On the stick. And this is also something that we don't change by default, but if you want it, you can activate it for
So
yourself.
if you don't see that well, or if you want to have an easier experience with the game, you can now make them bigger, make them smaller, whichever you like. It's just something that I think is going to be useful for all of us.
Yeah, I think in my times of 2015 being tech support representative, we've got a lot of requests for scaled subtitles, so I'm pretty sure people will be happy. But this is one of the requests. But the other thing, I'm pretty sure we want.
And this is a lot of players that can enjoy the game in their native language. So I hope you guys like it. But besides that, there are also some improvements to other languages. So hopefully the experience will be better in those as well. We have some more stuff. I think like some minimap. That's something I heard, that there were some cool feature about minimap.
Yeah, so it's again a smaller feature. So I don't want to oversell all of these things, but it's nice quality of life stuff. So in the main game, you could have your mini-map, your quest objectives always showing, or you could turn those off. But then they were off. Exactly, until you turn them on again in the main menu. But essentially, we try to make a hybrid mode of this. So when you're just exploring, walking around, those things will be invisible. But of course, you can, if you want to check the minimap to know you're going in the right direction, you can just press your focus mode button, and then it will show for a long, like 7 seconds or so. So you have time to orient yourself until it nicely disappears again. But if you keep wanting to just have it there for a long time, you can just hold the button. So also, or if you're in combat, the minimap and your objective, they do then also just dynamically show up, so you have all of your information. So we just try to give you more choice with this.
Hopefully I won't get lost. Hopefully.
But you can still you still have the choice. You can still keep the minimap. That's all about this update.
I'm gonna try to actually get the full exploration mode, in my next gameplay. But yeah, I'm pretty sure I will get lost.
Yeah, same.
I mean, it's forest, rivers, it's all beautiful, so I'm not gonna even
I
be
think
mad.
Night City is easier because like the streets, and here I just get lost in the forest.
But it's, even if you get lost, right, you're surrounded by all this beauty.
Yeah.
You just look and, you can hear the trees, you can hear the wind. You can even, hear those small kids singing something in there.
Creepy song about the Master Mirror.
For example. But it just, you're not feeling even mad for being lost. So, that's super, really, really cool. Okay, so, we've been talking for a while now. We mentioned some major stuff that are coming to the patch, but we also adding some minor tweaks, improvements here and there. So it won't be just showing, or we are actually showing right now the very, very beginning of the quest, but we're not gonna dive in.
Yes, it's very important. We don't want to spoil anything, because the thing is, I also don't want to oversell it. We just thought that if we're offering those new, armors, swords, items, that we just want to make it feel a bit more part of the game. Yeah. And of course, if it's a cool armor, as with other armors in the game, there should be some quest or content connected to it. So we tried to, make a quest that makes it part of the game, so
and
it feels
chose a very cool
nice.
place for that
yes.
quest.
Yeah, so if you're a big Witcher fan, that place, it's very famous for people wondering, what is going on there? What is so
something
we actually
should be there.
Exactly, and now something
surprise
is there. Yeah, and again, it was more of an improvised thing where so many Witcher veterans, we just like, hey, can you help us with this? Can you help us with this? And in the end, it came together really nicely.
Yeah, but I think it was not so improvised afterwards, because we even.
Nilfgaard's crossed the Pontar in the east. Means war's coming.
War changes everything.
By order of the hierarch, whosoever conceals a mage in their home shall burn alongside him or her.
Nilfgaard on one bank, Redania on the other, drooling over the city like dogs over a juicy bone.
We are at war, and she's in danger. You will find her and bring her to me.
She's a child of the Elder Blood.
Sinner!
I've got to find Ciri.
And if you find her, the girl will die.
Our world will burn! Burn in the eternal fire!
Why are you helping her?
Because she's a danger, a mortal one, a power that can destroy the world.
You must find her, Geralt. Before the Wild Hunt does.
I will find her, or someone who knows what happened to her.
Who are you?
You know who I am.
A legend cannot be killed, can it?
The Wild Hunt will be here soon. They're coming for Ciri. Hold them back!
I've long awaited this, and you, White Wolf,